Well, hello there. Howdy, howdy. Howdy, howdy, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me for another day of streaming. Make sure that you have dropped an early like on the stream. Let's get the algorithm going in our favour as we look at what happened yesterday. It was an interesting few hours, wasn't it? Following Jerome Powell opening his mouth. So yeah, we'll have a look exactly what happened to Bitcoin and the rest of the markets. But I believe it was largely due to his hawkish stance. I read I didn't watch the speech, but I read a summary of it, and he was quite hawkish on the outlook for future rate cuts and inflation. So the markets got spooked, but we have recovered a little bit. We are kind of actually around the levels of yesterday, was we? No, we're not. No, we're not. I can't remember the level that was at yesterday when I was streaming. It might have been like 105 or something, 104. I can't remember. But so who have we got in the chat? We got obviously Steve O. We got Mr. Tickle. We've got the legend Justin. Afternoon, handsome, right back at you. You big beautiful man. We've got John B with the good day. Hello, John. Thank you very much for coming back for another day. But yeah, we've got 21 people in. Do make sure that you drop a like on the stream. Let's get the algorithm going in our favour today. As we have, another fun day of streaming. It's never boring, is it, when we're streaming, you know? And yeah, we will be taking another trade today, like we did yesterday. We had a nice little 1.32% trade yesterday, which keeps the doctor away. Well, keeps the liquidation guy away. Whatever you want to phrase it. But yeah, we will we'll take another trade if anyone sees one. Maybe I could maybe you can tell me what you want me to scalp. We've got One Road saying hi. We've got Mike Munns saying afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Mike. Thanks for coming back again. We've got Flynn with the good morning, afternoon from Wheat Fields of Kansas. Oh, wow. You are in the sticks then, are you? You're right out in the sticks in the wheat fields of Kansas. I bet that is loads of fun. We've got Alex Wright with the good afternoon. Hello, Alex. Thank you very much for joining the stream. How were the carrots? They were delicious, you know. They were absolutely delicious. Lovely and seasoned. I cooked them to perfection, I must say. And I did dip them in a nice bit of sauce. Yes, they were stunning, Steve. You'd have enjoyed them, that's for sure. They'd have gone well with tequila. But yeah, how's everyone doing anyway? Did you catch any of the drop yesterday? Let me know. Did you catch any of the drop yesterday? Let me know if you shorted the market. I've got a feeling Justin probably did. But did any of the rest of you short the market yesterday? It was quite the drop, wasn't it? Obviously, it continued into Asia as well. We obviously got the drop after Powell started opening his mouth. And then we did get the slow bleed down. And then into the Asian market, we got the final plummet towards $97,752. And we did get the V reversal pretty much straight away. Squeezing late shorts, catching people that were trying to chase the move off guard, liquidating them, taking all the stops. And we have recovered very slowly. But what will entail us today, we will see. We will see indeed. But yeah, do let me know what you've been trading. Let me know in the comments what you've been trading. I'd love to know if you caught any of the move down yesterday. And it was quite the move down, wasn't it? So we started off. Where was we streaming yesterday? So we would have been. Oh, here we was. Oh, so it was at like 104,000, just below 105,000, wasn't we, yesterday when I was streaming? Yeah. So it was a little bit higher. I was short since yesterday morning and hit some take profits. Very good, Aqua. Well done. That's good to know. So you caught all the drop down pretty much, didn't you, from up here-ish? I'm trading Litecoin at the moment. Oh, are you, Steve? Oh, you're trading Litecoin at the moment. That's good. But everyone, do make sure we've got 41 people in. Do make sure you go and drop a like on the stream. It's much appreciated and does help me out a lot with trying to grow this channel and grow viewers. I only have my pants to trade. But you're going to struggle, aren't you? You're going to struggle there, unfortunately. So Say With Crypto's in the chat. Legend. We had Say With Crypto on the stream yesterday, and it was a great stream. And he's going to be a resident guest and co-host every single Wednesday. But he didn't show up, but he did long from 100,400, waiting for a green 1 hour to go bigger. Superb. Well done. So you've caught some of the bounce to the upside then, haven't you? You've caught the majority of the bounce so far. Well done, mate. Great to hear. But RN saying he's only got his pants left to trade. So if anyone does want to trade RN's pants for some USDT, I'm sure it'd be much appreciated. Got Wiz in the chat. Big up, Wiz. Good afternoon to you, mate. How are you doing? Thank you very much for joining the stream again. Hope all is well. We've got Warren with the hi all. Hello, Warren. Welcome back to the stream. You've beginning to become a familiar name as well. And we've got Steve saying first take profit at 115. Happy boy at the moment. Well, well done to you, Steve. Steve is trading Litecoin. We've got Warren saying they got solid 206. And RN's pants, if anyone does want to swap his pants for some USDT so we can put more trades on, they are posh Tesco ones. So I don't know how much USDT you're after, RN, but I would maybe send you like one USDT, and you could maybe try and do a one USDT to $1,000 challenge in return for the pants, of course. So, yeah, that's it. Maybe we could do a bit of an auction on stream. The highest bidder for RN's pants, it's all he's got left to trade. So, yeah, maybe we could do a bit of an auction. I'll start the bidding off at one USDT if anyone wants to raise. We've got Justin saying bearish on crypto, bullish on Dave. That's not a bad combination. That's not a bad combination. Even if you are bearish on crypto, be bullish on me. And I'm bullish on you, mate. Always bullish. Always bullish on Justin. We've got Florin. Afternoon, Dave. Good afternoon, Florin. Thank you very much for joining. Good to see you again. What are you planning with those pants, Dave? Well, I'm yet to see the pants, so it depends what colour they are. It really depends what size they are as well. What size of the pants are in? You can pay in Luna. No, I'm not going to pay in Luna. It's USDT on Solana or nothing. So, I started bidding off at one USDT for RN's pants. If anyone wants to raise, we've got Justin saying bullish on Sol Season. We do have the dev of Sol Season in the chat, which is Wiz. Wiz is the dev of Sol Season. So do go check out Sol Season. Off-white, large. I think I'm going to retract my offer now. I do not want them pants. So you've just gone from having one bid on them RN to zero. So if anyone does want some large off-white Tesco pants, do put a bid in. However, I'm now withdrawing my offer. So RN has only got his pants left to trade. So if anyone does want to help him out by buying his pants, we've got Justin saying he's mega bullish on Wiz, as am I. How could you not be bullish on a Wizard of Alt? So, yeah. We've got the gold sniper back, mate. I haven't seen you in ages. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in ages. Hi, Legend. Can't wait to see the next update. Does the entry stats exit work with alerts too? Yes, it does. Yeah. So for anyone who doesn't know, we put a message in the Stonksy Discord this morning saying, just with an update as to the next indicator updates that are coming. So the first update will be an alternative time viewer. So now you can see what Stonksy is doing on different time frames without actually having to flick through each time frame. So what does that mean? For instance, if you're watching the 5-minute chart, you can set it to tell you indications on other time frames while staying on the 5 minute. So say you like to trade the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 10 minute, and the 1 hour, whatever. You can have all those selected. So while you're watching any single one of them time frames, it will tell you if it flashes on any background color change at all on any of those time frames. So that's update 1. And then update 2 is entry and exit assistance. So this will add arrows to Stonksy, which can be used to help with entries and exits in trades. So yeah, that's update 2. So update 1 will be coming first, and then update 2 will be released after. So that's where we're up to on the next updates following the release of the SR lines a couple of weeks ago. We've got the bullish Holy Trinity today. Dave, Justin, and Sol season. Is there a Stonksy token? No, there's not. If you have seen a Stonksy token going around, it's a scam. Amazing. Yes, Gold Sniper. Yeah, I haven't seen you in ages. I hope you're doing okay. And yeah, I hope you're still being a gold sniper. So yeah, obviously Bitcoin, we got the crash down yesterday, and essentially we had what am I trying to say here? we had the Fed interest rate decision, which led to the first kind of drop. This was here. So the Fed cut interest rates by 25 basis points. So that was the reaction there. And then Powell started opening his mouth here half an hour later. And basically, he had a hawkish tone. His tone was along the lines of they're not looking to cut rates massively next year. And I think he alluded to the fact that inflation could go back on the rise as well. And I think that is largely linked to the tariffs that Trump is looking to put on as well. So there seems that there might be a bit of a battle between Powell and Trump once he takes office again. So that obviously spooked the markets a bit because of Powell's hawkish tone and probably the ideology that they're both going to have polar opposite views. So yeah, we got the sell-off, and that was seen in the S&P 500 as well. As you can see, this basically just took Bitcoin down with it. Trump is going to rug Powell. He is probably going to rug Powell, yeah. He is. If Powell doesn't play by Trump's rules, he's going to rug him for sure. So you might be able to have some new pants there, RN, when Trump takes Powell's pants down. You might have some new pants on offer because he is probably going to take his pants down. So yeah, but yeah, we had the cascade yesterday from Powell opening his mouth pretty much, which nice way to end the year. But yeah, where are we going next? It's interesting because obviously we've had the bounce today, and we'll see the aftermath reaction on US Open. But anyone who did catch this, who was up maybe, if you're in a different part of the world or if you was up early/late, you would have caught a real sweet, nice opportunity there. I noticed that TMAI is doing the influencer rounds. No idea what that is. And we've got Gold Sniper saying, smash the like of this live. Exactly, yeah. Do make sure that you smash the likes. We've got 39 people in. Let's try and get that up past 20 likes at least. My entry hit at 99k. Well, that is good. Well done, Wiz. So you was very close to catching the bottom, wasn't you, really? You was only $250 away from catching the Pico bottom. It's a token metrics AI. Oh, no idea. Never heard of it. Can't comment. But yeah. So we'll see what happens on US Open today anyway. It'll be interesting. We'll see the stock market's reaction. Because Bitcoin's just going to get pulled and pushed wherever based on what S&P 500 does today and the rest of the stock market. But yeah, there was plenty of opportunity yesterday. Let's have a look at Sol. So Sol dropped all the way down to just under $200. And is, pretty much the same pattern. This will be seen across the board. What's interesting is when you do have these type of, these types of moves. As you can see here, we had the first drop down. Then we had sort of this. Oh, wrong one. You have sort of this this downwards channel where it slow bleeds down. And pretty much people get baited here. So people get baited at this point to trying to long the reversal here. And then most of the time what happens is you get one last flush down just to liquidate everyone trying to be early into the move. So we get this drop after CPI and obviously after Powell starts speaking. And then people want to long the reversal. Then they want to long it back up thinking it's the bottom. And then what ends up happening is there's one final move down just to take everyone out who's been trying to long this, take all the stops, take the liquidity, and then bounce. And then give all these people that were trying to long pain pretty much. So you see this pattern a lot, particularly after event-driven downside moves. A bit of consolidation / slow bleed. People trying to long it, trying to, be too eager or trying to knife catch. And then one final move just to flush everyone out. And then you can see the reversal quickly. UK rates held to... Oh, mate, the UK's screwed. Doesn't really matter what the UK does. The UK is screwed. It's absolutely too far gone, the UK. We are done for, mate. I think Jerome is short on Bitcoin. Wouldn't surprise me. But it doesn't really seem like they... Seems like a very boring... If he was going to be a trader, he seems like he'd be very boring, Jerome Powell. Seems like he'd use 1x leverage instead of, I suppose. Well, I probably shouldn't say that because you shouldn't be getting excited on leverage. But as opposed to maybe like 3, 4, or 5. But yeah, so I suppose today the world is our oyster. We could do whatever we want on stream today. I haven't really planned much apart from we will try and take a trade on stream. If anyone does have anything that they're seeing, that's a good opportunity. Do make sure to drop it in the comments, and we will take a trade live on stream. But if you are new to the stream, do make sure you obviously drop a like and subscribe, but also make sure you click that first link in the description to sign up to BLOFIN. If you want to trade spot, if you want to trade futures, or if you just want an exchange that you can trust to hold your funds on, to maybe buy moves like this. If you want to, catch some wipeout moves, do make sure you go and sign up to BLOFIN. It's a non-KYC, so you don't have to give them your ID, and you can use it anywhere in the world with a VPN. And if you do deposit 1K and trade over 1 million in volume before the end of the month, you get $400 into your account. So do make sure you go and hit that link, subscribe to BLOFIN in under 60 seconds as well, because it's just email. And then you'll be in, ready to go. And this is what it looks like. This is where I'll be taking a trade today, hopefully. If we see anything, do let me know. Powell is an XRP max. Yeah, definitely. Zero leverage, boring and dull. 100%. 100% he is. He is, definitely. He definitely just holds all his money in treasuries. 100%. I bet he doesn't even have any stocks or anything. I bet he just adds all his money in treasuries and that's it. Justin is a Dave Maxi, and I'm a Justin Maxi. How long do you see the bull run lasting, mate? That's interesting, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know. It is my honest answer. I have no idea. So I have a dollar figure in mind that I would like to get to, and then no matter where the market is, I will cut everything there and then. I would just sell everything if I hit that dollar value, no matter if I think there's more upside or whatever. Don't care. As to time, it's interesting time frame. It's interesting time frame because obviously, typically it's lasted 500 days, which would take us to around about October next year. But that would put Bitcoin up on pretty much a 3-year rally from when it started going up from like 16K. So it's interesting. At the moment, I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure. I'll just have to see how it develops. I think it's not too good to second guess things. I think you just take it as you see it. Do you know what I mean? You take it as you see it. If the market looks toppy, and I'm talking, like high time frame toppy, like where it starts to form like a distribution range, and the media frenzy's on, and you're just seeing it everywhere, and blah blah blah, then it's probably over, or close to being over. Pretty sure Jerome is one of the first Stonksy users. That'd be pretty awesome, like, wouldn't it? But again, I probably don't think that he trades. I think he probably just holds all his money in treasuries. I can confirm, instead of a Bitcoin pillow, I have a pillow's Dave face on it. That'd be epic. That'd be epic. Dave is out at $1 billion. Oh, yeah. I'd love a couple more zeros. I'd love a couple. When is the Justin and Dave live? That'd be funny. That would be funny. It would be very funny to have Justin on. I would love it. I would love it. It'd be hilarious. Bullish on that. What the me and Justin live? Yeah, that would be very funny. But yeah, let me know what shall we look at? What should we look at? Let's see how yesterday did anyway. Let's see how yesterday did, because I think yesterday's stream done quite well actually. So we did get 651 views on yesterday's stream, which was more than pretty much everything since, I think that would have been Thursday, I think. Yeah, because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And that would have been Friday because didn't do one on the weekend last week. So yeah, that would have been Thursday. That got 803. People really like that Ethereum's to 6K one. But we are currently on 47 people watching. So do make sure you drop a like on the stream so that we can get to views like this. These type of views are superb. Really, really good. But yeah, let me know what should we do. Oh, this looks like it's coming out of the red on this candle on the 10-minute. But let me know what you're trading. Let me know what you're trading, or what shall I look at? What shall I look at? We've got all these open, but I kind of don't want to look at all these because we look at these all the time. We looked at these all yesterday. Let's see how DOP. Let's see, is DOP. I think DOP's coming into that level, isn't it? Yeah. So DOP might just be taking this second route that I had outlined. So this is from, I think this is from Monday. I think I drew this on Monday. I can't remember. But it did get close to come in testing this level here. Justin, have you started DCAing into DOP? A DOP long. It's interesting. At the moment, it's forming a bullish hammer on the daily anyway. It is forming a bullish hammer on the daily, which is a good sign. Definitely a good sign. Metis. Yeah, let's have a look at Metis, actually. Yeah, let's have a look at Metis. What about DOP, though? Have you started going into... I'm going to keep DOP on the chart. Well, on the watch list. Have you started going into DOP yet? Keep Sui on there as well. Sui's always a fun one to look at. Let's have a look at Metis anyway. We did catch the move down yesterday. Let's have a look at a slightly higher time frame one. So, what are we getting on Metis? That was a wild candle, that, wasn't it? That was a wild candle. Wow. That was on the 2-hour time frame. Looks like I had something drawn out there. But yes, Metis. Interesting. Come and took out these wicks, didn't it? Left this one. Is this one that you are scaling into? Or are you potentially looking lower? Have we got anything? We've got something on the 10-minute as well. Very Mavier. Oh, wait. Yeah, big boy dot position and continuing to load. Interesting. What's the deal with dot max and circulating supply? No idea. Should we go and have a look? Let's go and have a look. When you say what's the deal with it, what do you mean? Let's see. It looks like it's. Oh no, sorry. Well, it is 37% circulating. Now I don't know the tokenomics of it, so I don't know when the rest of the supply will be burned. Burned or released. I was reading this comment here about coin burning. I don't know when the rest of the supply will be released, or if they burned a lot of it. I don't know. I don't know the token. If anyone does know the tokenomics behind it, do let me know. But I'm not too sure. At the moment, it's 37% circulating. But what are the tokenomics behind it in terms of when the rest of the supply is released? Mavia, I'll add Mavia. Very bullish on Metis and dips are for buying, says Justin. DTA, baby. Hoping to make at least 7 figures on my perp dot position. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Now, that is a big boy position, isn't it? That is a big boy position. So Justin puts his money where his mouth is. When he says he's building a position on something, he builds it. And he's hoping to make 7 figures on his dot perps long. Now, it'd be interesting to know what sort of level you're targeting to the upside then. Are you expecting one of them proper, hard, fast runs up? But Metis is interesting. Metis is a layer 1, isn't it? Metis is it a layer 1? I'm sure it's a layer 1. Metis. It's fairly low market cap as well, isn't it? It's only 300 million. Metis. Where's the information here? It normally has. Oh, here we go. About Metis. Oh no, it's a layer 2, not a layer 1. It's an Ethereum layer 2. And it's aiming to solve the trilemma. Oh, yes. The trilemma. Speed, cost, and scalability. It's interesting that, isn't it? Because if we look at other layer 2s, so that's at 200, if you look at other layer 2s like, Polygon, OP, Arbitrum, even Cozy. What's Cozy at? Cozy's an Ethereum layer 2 as well. So Cozy's around the same levels, actually. 242. But yeah, Metis is fairly low, against other Ethereum layer 2s. Each, what kind of leverage? 5x. 5x leverage on DOP. Just seems like there could be a load to dump. Depends. Depends when thing is, they can't really dump it much more because it's just gonna die then. Like it would just die. So at some point, it will get a pump. At some point, it will. I don't know when, but at some point, I'm fairly confident that this is an accumulation range that we get here. Let me go to here. This is an accumulation range. Let me get rid of this. Get rid of this. And get rid of this. This is probably an accumulation range. As you can see, we've come down, gone up, halted there, come down, tested it. Obviously, a bit of messing about there. Come back up, same level, drop back down. Now, where are we starting to bounce from? Around the same levels of the base. Now, structure-wise, if you remove the ticker and forget that it's DOP, you would assume that this is accumulation after such a harsh drawdown. So forget the ticker, and you would think that's accumulation. Structure-wise, obviously, we don't know for certain that it's accumulation, but that's what it looks like. So, yeah. I'll DM you, Dave. Oh, you're too kind. You are too kind. Thank you very much. I will look at them straight after the stream. I won't open them on stream because I forgot to reply to you yesterday with after the OM ones when I came off. So I will leave your message right until straight after the stream, and I'll open it straight after, mate. Thank you very much. E-Flay 2, yes. Whiff, I can look at Whiff for sure. I'm just here to hear about the carrots from yesterday. The carrots are delicious. So if anyone didn't know, I made a big batch of roasted carrots yesterday before the stream. Cut loads of carrots up. I think it was about 2 kilos of carrots. Sliced them all up. Then covered them in olive oil, Cajun seasoning, garlic granules, and pepper. And then, roasted them. And that's a nice plateful on stream. And they were absolutely delicious. STG and Whiff. Right, let's add these in. Let's add these into the... one was Mavia from Justin. Let's go with Bybit chat. STG. I bet you've got one of them STGs, haven't you? Where's after going to Amsterdam? I bet you've got one of them STGs. And Whiff. We'll have a look at Whiff as well. Big up the STGs in the chat for Wiz. Yeah, definitely. No wonder that you said that. Let's get a bit of music on in the background. Wow, there's just me today. Yeah. Cow paid for a lot of fun. Yeah, and now you're paying it, mate, with one of them STGs. You're gonna have to talk out a bit more. Popcat, I can have Popcat on for sure. Always. Get some cream for it, and I'm sure it won't fall off. Well, yeah. Hopefully, anyway. Hopefully. What's the line out of the Wolf of Wall Street? When they're doing something naughty, he says, when you've got all the naughty girls in the office, and he says the day after you'd have to take a penicillin shot and hope that the doesn't fall off. So maybe you should go and get one of them, Wiz. I don't know. Poor Wiz. It'll be okay, mate. It'll be okay. But yeah, Dop looks like accumulation. Smells like accumulation. Is it accumulation? We will have to see. But yeah, we looked at Metis as well. Mavia, now let's... Oh, it's not looking too good on the daily. I hope it's better on the hourly. It is better on the hourly. Oh yeah, caught a real nice drop there. Yeah, Mavia. This is another one of Justin ones that he's looking out for. So is this another one that you're building a DCA long position in, Justin? Mavia, let's see if we want to go to the 4 hour. Have we got anything? So it's coming testing, isn't it? Oh yeah. Oh, that looks solid actually. Oh, that looks so solid. Look at all that. That is just demand, isn't it? That is literally just demand. That is the demand zone. That is in such a good risk reward position right there. Honestly, that is superb. Look at that. Tested all the way back to July last year. Demand, 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 demand again. Oh yeah. Now that is well done. Everyone give Justin a big round of applause for that, because he just give you all a gift there. That is really good risk reward. You know exactly where you're wrong on this trade. You couldn't really have it much easier. If it starts to break below this long-term support, you know that it's cooked. Such easy invalidation. I smell accumulation. I think it does smell like that, yes, as well. I would agree with you. Maria, okay, Wiz, I'll add that on. See how I look after you, Dave. Yes. Thank you very much for that, mate. And you're looking after everyone on the stream as well. You're looking after... So, big up, Justin, for giving everyone this gift here. You know exactly where you're wrong on this. couldn't really be much more straightforward. And you would assume at some point, obviously this was, quite a compact accumulation zone here. Then we did get the push up, and then we've dropped back into it, but we've now retested. So maybe the next time, and it's got, if it's going to break out, it's got a lot of room to run. A good couple of X. So yeah, anyone who wants a gift, there you go. Justin just gave you gift wrapped. Early Christmas presents. Not to say go all in on it. Don't do anything stupid. But you've got your invalidation pretty much nailed on there. If it starts to break below. Mavia is being delisted on BLOFIN now, so needs to use other exchanges. Oh, is it? Oh, right, okay. Good heads up there. Best advice is to create a watch list of all things Kate and Justin talk about in here. Then you can be a Sol season maxi. Yeah. Just create a watch list of Justin calls in your thing, and when Kay pops in as well. You'll know Kay when you see him. I will point out Kay when he jumps in next. Yeah, really good, risk reward opportunity there. Yeah, DOP looks like accumulation, smells like accumulation. Is it accumulation? Potentially is. Let's have a look at Wiz's STG next. Good one, Justin TY says, really? Showing his appreciation for Justin in the chat. But yeah, DOP. Interesting point on DOP. For sure. Maybe maybe it needs to be loaded. Perhaps. Maybe it needs to be loaded. But yeah, do make sure that you've dropped a like on the stream. And if you do want to trade any of these tickets that we're showing you, apart from Mavia, because apparently it's being delisted on BLOFIN, unfortunately. But if you do want to trade any of these tickets, DOP, right there, do make sure you click the first link in the description, sign up to BLOFIN. Non-KYC as well, so you can make an account with just an email in under 60 seconds. Best place for you to come and trade your futures, spot, whatever. But yeah, interesting point. So what are we on to next? STG in it. STG, which Stonksy caught a nice drop on yesterday. Let's have a look at the daily chart. That was a bloody hell. What happened with it there, Wiz? What happened there? I'm guessing that you might keep up to date with this coin, but bloody hell, it had minus 87% in one day on Binance. Thing is, it doesn't even look like a glitch, that as well, because no, that probably would have been fixed by now. What happened with it there? Imagine if you had orders down here. God, you would have printed straight away. But yeah. Interesting point again on this. Interesting point again because it is approaching, this lower end that it's been looking like accumulation. Potentially, a base forming. We had this price action, then we came lower, and then it spent a couple of months around this level here. From pretty much July to now, did have a slight break up, which just fell back in. So, maybe from here or, definitely as soon as you're coming down into there. You've got good risk reward there for invalidation too. So it's pretty much at that point, like not too far away, 10% away or so. But in terms of risk reward, it's definitely there on STG as well. Good thing my lick is 0. On what? STG? That's pretty mad, that, isn't it? That candle. Pretty crazy. You must have a lot of margin in that then, if your liquidation 0. So it might be mission liquidate Wiz first and then send it up. If anyone knows any market makers for STG, do tell them to go and liquidate Wiz first and then send it all the way up. Oops. But yeah, there's another one anyway. Another good looking one for sure. Pretty much right at where you would expect it to come into demand. Whiff again is another one that's been it's been tumbling, hasn't it, recently? It's been tumbling. It has been tumbling. And it is coming into a bit of an interesting point, really. If it can maybe get one more drop lower. Or maybe not. Maybe it doesn't drop lower. But it has fell pretty harshly in a month, hasn't it? It was up. It reached nearly $5. So it is down over 50%. I mean, from where it peaked at, we are down 53% basically, as it stands in 1 month. So yeah, Whiff has took quite the beating. But I think all meme coins have, haven't they? Apart from, actually, I don't know. Have all meme coins? What's Doge doing? 36. Doge hasn't actually really been that bad. It's still within this zone. However, it is starting to test it a bit now, isn't it? It is starting to test, and this is interesting because it's been within here for a month and it's not really had that much of a hit because it's at the same point as it was a month ago. And as you can see in that same time frame, Whiff's down 50%. So it's interesting. Is anyone targeting perhaps a filling in of this fast move a little bit on Doge? Is anyone targeting a breakdown on Doge? It looks like it's on a bit of a knife edge at the moment, isn't it? It's really testing the lows of this range now. Let's have a look. Just insane look left. How much left are we going on the daily chart? I'm guessing. Oh man, let me get a different chart up. That's annoying. Get a Binance chart. It does look like it wants to roll over, doesn't it? A little bit. It does look like it wants to roll over. I mean, as you can see here, when it had a bit of a similar move back last cycle, the similar move of this, really fast drive up from where it peaked, it did end up dropping an eventual 64%. But obviously that was timed in with Bitcoin's breakdown as well. Pretty much, I think. Yeah, it was. I think. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. That was in May, wasn't it? So yeah, it did drop quite significantly after a similar sort of run up. As you can see, the move. Zoom out a bit more, get it faster. The move was pretty much very similar in terms of, thin and fast. Hold on. Every position I have on purpose is 0 liquidation. Very good. It's very good. It's not a bad place to be in. Low leverage, big cojones positions. Whiff is on Justin's mega list as well. 0.29 target for Doge. It does look like it wants to roll over. It looks exactly like it wants to roll over. And that would take it to a similar sort of retracement to last cycle as well. When it had pretty much a very similar move to very similar levels. 2.9 would take it to minus 40%. Last cycle was 60, but it was a bit of a wild wick on a daily candle. But yeah, it would take it, to a similar sort of retracement. So yeah, Doge is one to keep an eye on for sure. And that's Whiff as well. Could you check Maria, please? I can put Maria on the list, yes. Bendog as well. Let's add Maria and Bendog to the lists. Oops. Let's use this one. Bendog. Now, it doesn't really go without saying, does it, that I expect this to probably be a meme coin. And it is coming into the lows that it's experienced. Obviously, we did have this dip below the current structure of where it's finding demand. But yeah, at the moment, it is technically on support. As you can see where Stonksy drew this one, you can see why. Here, there, deviation below, reclaim. So, I don't know. I don't really know. I think this is the first time I've even heard of Bendog. I don't know. I feel like I should have heard of it before, but I don't know if I have. I don't know if I would trade it. Definitely not Bencoin, so trustworthy. Bendog. Thank you for joining the stream, Scottish Crypto. Do make sure everyone drops a like on the stream as well, if you haven't already. Got to drop, Wiz says, but thanks, Dave. Thank you for joining, mate. It's great to see you. Watch this is building up nicely. Yeah, it is, for sure. Wouldn't it be fair to say that most of the alts are moving similar to Doge? The problem is we keep buying and the market keeps going down. No, I wouldn't really. I think Doge has probably held up. Doge has held up really well compared to a lot. Doge has held up really well and did have one of the biggest moves as well in terms of large caps. But I think meme coins have just been getting slapped across the board, haven't they? But it's funny with Doge, and I suppose you could put SHIB in that and Pepe as well, is that they also obviously fall into the bracket of high caps and not just meme coins. So where Whiff is obviously a high cap, but it's not obviously in the upper echelons of like the top 10, top 15. It does obviously tend to get slapped around when meme coins are struggling, where Doge also falls into the high cap realm too. But it's interesting, and I don't know if I would trade this because I don't know. I mean, apart from it probably being a meme, I don't know anything about it. But yeah, thank you for your suggestion. What was the other one? Oh, we had another one to add, didn't we? We had another one. What would someone ask for? Mario, we've done. Did we do Maria? Actually, no, I think that was the other one, wasn't it? I don't think we did Maria. Maria. I feel like, is this a gaming coin? I don't know. I could be wrong. I feel like it's a gaming coin. I don't know why I think that, but I feel like it is. If it's not, correct me. But again, it's another one that's, yeah, it's had significant retracement, hasn't it? But it is coming into, again, you know, coming back towards demand. And is this an accumulation range? You know, is it just a simple accumulation range where, you know, it might go on for a little bit, but then, you know, eventually the breakout might come? It's an interesting one to keep an eye on because it has got quite a clean range for trading too, even if you wasn't accumulating spot. In terms of like trading, it has got quite a clean range. If it can get back down, if it does come back down to here, it's in a bit of like no man's land at the moment, isn't it, in terms of the range? But it's interesting. Oh, sorry. Do apologise for yawning. But yeah, Maria. There's another one. It is a gaming coin. Someone's just confirmed. TMAI. Someone mentioned that before, and Peak are killing it. Peak. We did look at Peak actually not too long ago. I think it was last week. We'll have a look at Peak again because that was on a mega run. I'm not invested in any of them, no. Scottish crypto. I'm not. But if you do want to do any of this trading, you know, on any altcoins or Bitcoin or whatever, do make sure you click that first link in the description, sign up to BLOFIN. Non-KYC too, so you don't have to give them your ID, and you can sign up with just an email in under 60 seconds. I just need to check a message real quick. But do make sure in the meantime, you get the likes on the streaming. Do make sure you get the likes in on the stream so we can pull more people in. We've got 45 in. XAI, yes, I remember you saying that before. I'll have a look at that now. I'll have a look at XAI now. Let's have a look. Let's see. Let's go and zoom out. Let's do some zooming out. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's an interesting point in it. It's retesting the previous range high of this range at the moment. As you can see, you know, all this was just one range. So it's had the breakout, and currently it's doing a back test of it, which is really interesting. Not a bad point to be, if you favour the upside, you know, but to be potentially getting in on a DCA long position, if obviously you think it's going to hold above. But yeah, it's at a really interesting point. Obviously, yeah, with this formally being the range. I'm guessing, is this another one that you're building longer term? Yeah, big position and growing. Yeah, I do not blame you, because yeah, that's doing a lovely back test of this, what is likely an accumulation range, what looks like one anyway. Breakout, back test, higher should be next, if all goes well anyway. I like it. I like it a lot. Did you see, I don't know if you were still around, Justin, but you know, Perdita from yesterday, somehow he actually ended up getting out of that FTM trade with a profit. I don't know if you were still in the trade or not. in the stream, but he actually ended up getting out with a very small profit. Somehow he ended up being liquidated. It was absolutely savage, you know. For anyone who wasn't here, Perdita got a question. He put a question in saying that he was in a bit of an uncomfortable position because he was about to be liquidated. But what actually happened was wild. So for anyone who wasn't here, his liquidation point was one. What was it? I think it was like 122. I feel like it was 122-ish. And his entry was 135. And we was down here. And he was saying he wasn't sure what to do. Because obviously he was far away from his entry. He was getting close to his liquidation point. And just by some miracle, FTM had this absolute scam pump. Took him out just above his entry at take profit and closed the position, and then literally just dumped to the downside. So by some miracle, FTM give him this scam pump here. He managed to get out, and then it just absolutely tumbled. I mean, that was a pretty savage move, that. But yeah, good on Perdita for getting out. Yeah, it absolutely tanked. Yeah, so he avoided somehow, even like on, he wasn't sure what to do, whether to close the trade or not, and he left it open. And yes, somehow, by the grace of God, they actually got out with I'm guessing a very tiny profit, but you know, most importantly, avoided liquidation, because this move straight after would have took them out. FTM's a mad one, isn't it? This move's so volatile. But yeah, I don't know. What's Bitcoin doing? So we have fell out of here now. We are in a downtrend on the 1 minute. Interesting. Better than that banner. Better than a Houdini escape. It is, exactly. Looking for an entry into peak. I'll have a look at peak now. Any idea where we are going today, up or down? Oh, God knows. Honestly, it's better to not second guess it, Reggie, after what happened yesterday. It all depends on how the stock market reacts today. If we get some aftershock or something, maybe. Because Powell's comments yesterday really shook the market and spooked it. So it all depends on today. I mean, really, that could be... It might not just be a one-day dip that gets eaten. It could actually last a little while of, you know, people selling because they're spooked by what he said. So it might not just be a case of a one-day dip and then done. Like we've, you know, become accustomed to. It might actually fall quite a bit lower. But again, something like that, there's no point in second guessing it. Unless you're already in and you know you've got a comfy position or whatever, there's no point second guessing it. Yeah, let's have a look at peak anyway. Peak was something that we looked at a couple of weeks ago, and it ran really hard. It ran really hard. It was this, yeah. It was this that we was looking at, I remember. So I haven't looked at it in a few weeks. But then since then, we've had a bit of choppiness. But it did come into a good level. And it's bouncing so far, but I don't know. I don't know anything about it. What is it? Is it a meme coin? Is it a utility coin? What is it? Thing is, There's a pattern here. There is a pattern that goes like, so you have a trend line. I'll just draw a proper trend line. And so there is a pattern where, and I don't know if it's got a name or not. I don't know. I just know it by eye. And basically what you have is you have a trend line like this. And I don't know if you maybe follow something like this, Justin, or not, but I tend to look out for it. And basically what you'll have is you'll have price grinding higher, and it'll be obviously touching the trend line like this. And then what you'll have some up thrust. So you'll have like a big move up, which obviously looks like, it's broken out and stuff like that. And then you'll have then a break down and then like that. Now, I don't know if there's actually a name for this pattern or what, but basically this is what it is, where price is following a trend line closely like that. Then you'll have like a mega up thrust move to break away from the trend line. Momentum runs out, then it'll just crash through the trend line and then break down. Kind of looks like this, doesn't it? Where price has been following the trend. Price has been following the trend line. We've got the up thrust there. We've come back down, retested it from the underside, and then maybe we get a tail off. I don't know. But this pattern is like rife. I remember seeing it on Bitcoin not too long ago. I think it was. Damn Americans, lol. Yeah. Doge will never reach $2 this cycle. Okay. That's good statements. I would agree with you all in one. I would agree with you. I don't know. I have not said that on stream. But if that is just like a random statement that you wanted to make, I would be in full agreement with you. I do not think it would reach $2 this cycle, no. So yeah, thumbs up from me. I agree with you. I love random comments like that. Like, just come out of nowhere. Doge will never reach $2 this cycle. Okay. I don't know who mentioned that, but I agree. It's called a squiggly Dave wave. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I don't know the exact name for it, but yeah, it goes like something like that anyway. So something to keep an eye out potentially, I would love to find it on Bitcoin where I've seen it, and it did play out on Bitcoin as well, where we did get up. Let me see if I can go back and find it, because I don't know. Let me see if I could go back and find it. Potentially where it was. Was it even on Bitcoin or was it on something else? I can't remember. Was that it, mate? I feel like this was it, actually. I feel like this was it. Was it? I don't know. It kind of reminds me of, yeah. I feel like this might have been it. Yeah, where price, it's just following a trend line closely. You get the up thrust, then you get the smash through. I feel like that was it. I could be wrong, but it looks like it anyway. But yeah, I'd love to know if anyone does want to do any research. I don't know how you would even go about finding the name of this thing, but it's just a pattern that you can keep an eye out for. Maybe it doesn't even have a name, but it is a pattern that you can keep an eye out for, and you can see it on Bitcoin there. Compression, riding the trend line closely, up thrust away from the trend line, break back down, eventual breakthrough, smash below. Peak RWA. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's not to say that it does do this, Scottish. It's not to say that it does do this. It might not. I was just explaining it looks familiar to a pattern. This might be it. That might just be the dip that it gets, because it did come and retest, this area. It did come and retest all this, didn't it? Pretty much. Where it found resistance previously. So maybe that's it, and maybe it does go on to, push higher again. But yeah, interesting. I kind of want to take a trade. I kind of want to take a trade, but I don't know what. What should I take a trade on? Obviously, it needs to be a scalp, or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't need to be a scalp. Maybe we go and long dop. I feel like maybe we should just long dop on this account. I feel like maybe we should just go and long dop on this account. So lick price is safe as well, isn't it? It's like a 50% drop. That, not really. Like, what would it be? 40, something like that. I need the toilet, right? So I'm gonna go to the toilet. Do not go anywhere. I'm gonna leave you watching the. Let's watch the dop chart. Yeah, there's 47 people in here. Do make sure while I'm away, I'll only be a minute or two, literally a minute or two. So do make sure you drop a like on the stream. And if you haven't already, go and sign up to BLOFIN and Stonksy. Links are in the description. I'll literally be 1 minute. Don't go anywhere. 47 people in. I want to see 47 back. Still here when I come back. I won't be 1 second, and then we'll move on to some other charts. But I think I'm going to long dop. Right, I am back, and we did drop 4 people, but that's okay. 4 people is understandable. Thank you to everyone who stayed anyway. We've been going 1 hour and 12 minutes. I don't know if we're going to do a mega long one today, because I've been doing 3-hour streams all week. I don't know if we're going to do a mega long one, but we will go to at least 2 hours. We will go to at least 2 hours. Let's see. 5-way up, a 3-way down correction. Oh, if that's what it's called, that's what it's called. Is that beeping, Dave? You microwaving these carrots for your lunch? What beeping? I've not heard any beeping. Has anyone else heard beeping? But no, there's no carrots left. Ate them all yesterday. Not just me. I didn't eat 2 kilograms of carrots. Like, I gave them to other people as well. But yeah, they have all been consumed. Don't you worry about that. ETH. Oh, ETH. I will look at ETH. It's boring though, isn't it? Look at ETH every day. But I will, for you, Reggie, I will do it. And Justin saying people, I will have a look at that next, mate, yeah. But I feel like we should long dop on this account. On maybe, say, 4x. Maybe. That takes it down to up to 12. So where would our liquidation point be? Oh, no, it would be all the way there, wouldn't it? I feel like we should use 3x. Where's the range high? It's around here, isn't it? Around like 3.5-ish. That wouldn't be a bad return, that, would it? I feel like we should do this. I feel like this is really good risk reward, to be honest. I mean, just to even go to the range high. And it's just, yeah, glory or dust. I can see now, Justin, why you're saying it's going to make you 7 figures. If you built a decent position up on this and you're targeting, you know, a breakout of the range and it flies like 200-300% from the breakout, so say it flies like 0.1. No, sorry, it'd be 0.01, so 1 cent. It's fairly decent, isn't it? Right, we're long in that. This is going to be the trade going into next week. So we're just going to keep this open. So our liquidation point doesn't have it on the chart, but we are going for glory or dust on this on DOP. Come on, we're going for it. We are going for it. And I feel like I should join you in this, Justin. I feel like I'm going to put in my personal BLOFIN account, not my streaming one. I am going to long DOP with a fair little bit of margin, I think, right after the stream. Hi guys, I'm late. Oh, did we survive the bloodbath? I did. I think most of us did. Why are you longing when Stonksy is still red? Because it's still red on 1 hour, but I'm doing it in terms of a longer term trade. So if we go and look at the 1 day chart, I'm playing it as the high time frame range. So it might be red on the 1 hour, but this trade is going to stay open for probably at least until, you know, into next week, potentially longer. In which case I'll probably have to put another $100 in the account to fund, you know, scalps during the stream. But that's why I am longing it, because I'm looking at it in terms of the range. And as we can see here, we have got this level where it come into. That's the current low, where it's had its most recent test of demand in terms of dropping to new lows. So yeah, we'll target the highs. So that's why I'm looking at it in terms of like the daily time frame, not the hour. Might be red on the hourly after catching the drop down, but I'm looking at it in terms of, you know, a higher time frame trade, not on an hourly perspective. So I hope that answers your question, Foley. YOLO, do it. I've done it. It is. It's glory or dust. I feel like it's really good risk reward. It's really good risk reward. So yeah, we will see anyway. Justin with the cool faces, yes. Quite often you are on stream. Is a microwave sound beeping noise? No. Well, I long at my desk in my room, so I'm nowhere near the kitchen at the moment. So I'm nowhere near the microwave. The beeping sound might be this. Tell me if it's this. Tell me if it's this sound. Tell me if it was that, Kaz. Was it that just happened then? Because I can explain what that is. And Justin will know exactly what that is as well. But yes, we are long on DOP. We are long on DOP. Come on. Come on, DOP. Moon or dust. Come on. So we'll see what happens. I'm just going to leave this open until next week now. But we are going for it. We are most certainly going for it. Yes, that right. What this is I have a foot massager under my desk. So I stick my feet in a foot massager all day, and it's really good as well. It is really good. And yeah, I just have it massaging my feet all day. So it runs on a 30-minute timer. So after 30 minutes, you have to like tell it to start massaging again. So that beeping is me just doing the settings on it to restart it. Justin, have you used your foot massager recently? I still use mine all day, every day. But that is the beeping, Kaz. So yeah. And do you know what? I could show you exactly which one it is if you want. Shall I show everyone? Shall we show everyone our foot massages, Justin? Let's see. I'm just going to get it up. Let me reshare my screen. I found it. So it is this one. This is the one. However, I'm pretty sure, I don't know about you, Justin, but I'm pretty sure that I never got a remote control with mine. I'm pretty sure I didn't get a remote control with mine. I always have to click on there, like on them buttons there. But this is it. And it's really good as well, to be honest. It is, it's really good. It's a bit spenny. It is spenny. You know, it's not cheap, but I do use it all day, every day while I'm sat at my desk. Particularly when I'm streaming, it feels nice. So yeah, this is what the beeping noise is. If you ever do wonder, that sounds like a microwave. It's me getting all the knots in my feet and everything worn out by this lovely machine. But it'd be interesting. Do you still use yours every day, Justin, or not? News in 15 minutes. Oh, what have we got in 15 minutes? Is it? Oh, what is it? What have we got? It's a gift from the gods. I didn't get a remote either. False advertising, that. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Still use it all day, every day while I'm just sat at my desk, working and watching charts and all that good stuff. Can't beat it. You know, a little bit of luxury. You know, while you're working, I'm sat here. Do you know what? I better look like an absolute state me. I'm sat here with my feet in a foot massager all day. I'm wearing my kimono as well. No, my kimono. Sorry, kimono. Yeah. So if anyone didn't, I got my kimono. Justin, I'll have to send you my kimono. Me and my kimono after this. It's beautiful. You know, it's got like dragon and Chinese embroidery all over it. It's a lovely blue color, and I'm just sat here in my kimono. Yeah, with my feet getting massaged while I'm on stream to you fine people. You know, don't get better than that. And if you don't want to drop a like on the stream for that, nothing will. So do make sure you drop a like on the stream. For give us a call afterwards. But yeah, do drop a like on the stream. And yeah, if you do want to come along with me, if you want to maybe jump in this trade and, you know, or go for guts or glory, do make sure you click that first link in the description. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will even drop it in the chat for you. Do come and sign up to BLOFIN where you can long dop. Non-KYC exchange, if you didn't know. So very easy to use. You sound like a P star. Yeah. I suppose I probably look like one as well, with this bloody kimono on. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's got embroidery all down the arms on the front, and it's got a massive dragon on the back of it. It's wicked. But yeah, this tool is brilliant. If you ever think, oh, do you know what I'd love while I've just sat there trading all day or whatever? I'd love to just have my feet massaged all day. This is the one for you. Honestly, cheaper ones might do a good job as well. But I found I just wanted to get a high quality one that would do the job. But I'm disappointed that it does advertise a remote, because me and Justin never got remotes. So I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, there we go. So now you know. If you didn't know, now you know. What should we look at next anyway? People, wasn't it? People. Why has that not added it to the list? There we go. Yeah, right. So people, let's see. Let's go and have a look at the high time frame. Maybe go to the 4-hour chart, maybe. Yeah, as you can see, it's right in this range, isn't it? Again, right in a trading range. Just constant, from support to resistance to support to resistance to support to resistance. Then you do get obviously bounces from like the mid-range sometimes, but eventually. And it did create like a kind of like a little mini range here, didn't it, as well? It did create like a kind of mini range inside the range. But you get the idea. Just pretty much high time frame support to resistance play. Obviously sometimes, yeah, like this created like a little bit of a support level inside the bigger range, but eventually did go up, test resistance again, and did come back and test it, and it is testing it at the moment. Now it'll be interesting to see if it falls out, maybe as like a bit of a fake out or not, or if it holds. But it is Trading tip for everyone, even when using Stonksy, make sure you chart top down. So start with weekly and work down, yeah. So we can go and have a look at that now. So this is obviously on Binance. It's probably, I'm guessing, oh, not this thing again. It's not done it, has it? Oh, no, there we go. Managed to get it off. So this is obviously on Binance. I'm guessing there's probably more data on a different exchange, maybe. But it did have a really good run, didn't it, at the start of this year? Did like a 10x into May. But yeah, I'm guessing this is another one that you're building DCA longs on. I'm guessing anyway. The foot massager without remote control is £10 cheaper. Scroll down. Oh, so it's a different package. Oh, so you needed to pay an extra tenner for the remote. Oh, well, didn't know that. They shouldn't put that on the picture, should they? Oh, well, I don't know. I'd have paid £10 for the remote probably as well. I mean, it's not that much of an inconvenience going down and pressing the buttons, but, you know, if you're just lying back in that, you could just easily just go bing, bing, bing. So there we go, Justin. We got outdone by Amazon. Did not realise that it was £10 extra for the remote. Thank you for investigating that, Florin. Solved the mystery. Aero has to be one of the tastiest zones to buy now at these levels. It's a good project. And supposedly Trump's new crypto company is adopting it. Oh, really? And yes, Justin is building low leverage DCA longs on people. If DOP goes well, I might buy a new one with remote. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, why not? Why not? If DOP goes well, mate, you could just employ someone. You could literally just employ a full-time massage person. Never mind like an electric one. If DOP goes well and you hit your 7 figures, you could just employ like a full-time qualified massage person, just have them permanently there, just massaging your feet all day. Suppose that's another option. You buy me one as well. What, a new foot massaging machine or a full-time masseuse? Suppose take either. I'd take either. But yeah, if DOP goes well, it will be tasty. It will be tasty, and I'm looking forward to going doing this on my proper account right after stream, because it is getting long. That's for sure. Both. Why stop at feet? Well, yeah, I was thinking that as well, but I thought I'm on stream. Ew, foot massager as a job, worst ever. Yeah, well, yeah, I suppose. Like if you're a full-time foot massager, but yeah, we'll have both. Why not? Yeah, it doesn't sound like the best job to be doing all day every day, but someone's got to do it, haven't they? What should we move on to next? Get any other tickets that you want me to cover next? Or what really interesting was, I loved yesterday's stream because Perdita come in with just a sort of help. I'm in this situation. What should I do? And I found it really interesting. It's like if you've ever, like I said yesterday, if you ever watch the Dave Ramsey show, really, really interesting. So if you are in a bit of a pickle on any trade, there's no judgment here at all. Pretty much your YouTube account is probably completely anonymous anyway, unless it is your full name like Andy's. But if you are in a bit of a pickle on a trade and you are stuck, do put the situation in the chat and we can discuss it. We can mark it out on the chart, whatever ticker it is. Your entry, your liquidation point or stop loss, whatever. And we can obviously get other people's input on it like Justin. But yeah, that was interesting that yesterday. Added a lot of bit of a different flavour to the stream. And it was obviously good to, go through like a proper scenario that someone was in. So if you are in a bit of a pickle on a trade, or maybe you're planning a trade, you don't even have to be in it. Maybe you're planning a trade and you're thinking, I don't know about this or whatever, or maybe you're trying to look for an entry on something. Do drop it in the comments and it'd be good. It would be good to discuss. But we have been going for an hour and a half now. So do make sure you drop a like on the stream as well. Yeah, this dot position is going to be open for a while. So I suppose I better get comfy. I better get comfy being in this dot position because it's probably going to be open for a while. Yeah, I think. So it'd be interesting to see, Justin, what level are you targeting, or like sort of maybe as I don't know if you're doing take profit 1, 2, 3 on this, but it's like a high time frame trade. What are you targeting to the upside? It would be interesting to know. You're targeting maybe a recovery up to here, obviously where it did have these 2 bounces off it. Maybe coming up towards here. 0.004-ish. Well, I have to change that. I usually go by name Droopy. Yeah, because you're Droopy, aren't you, in the Discord? How do you change it? I'm guessing you just go into your account within YouTube. I'm guessing you just go in the settings, Andy. Yeah, that is a good initial target. Yeah, to me, yeah, looks good. I mean, that would give. So I think this one that I've got open now to 3.5 was around about 350%-ish, something like that. So we'd be working towards. I mean, I suppose we could even just calculate it using this, couldn't we? Because there's a 1.72 left in the account. If you were going for 0.0, what is it? 006, is it? So that would be 13, which is how many times does 1.72 go into 13.36? Let me find out. A 7.7x. A 7.7x it will be. Which wouldn't be too bad straight up to this level. Wouldn't be too bad at all. Interesting. What's funny is that this actually looks like that pattern I was talking about as well on the daily chart now. Like this actually looks like that pattern I was explaining before. Wherever you want to draw that trend line doesn't really matter. But this looks like that pattern, which would, not saying it's going to come off, but obviously where it's, hugging the trend line, compact. Then obviously the pattern goes where you're getting like an expansive move out to, which would probably take it to 120. Then obviously a retest and then break below and then drop. I have no idea if that would happen or what. However, obviously just talk about that pattern before on a daily chart. It actually looks very similar. So, yeah. No idea if that's going to happen. Not sure. But I just noticed it then when I was on the daily chart. Oh. But yeah, we're an hour away as well from US Open. We are an hour away. Andy, click on your profile, then your name at the top. Then there's a pen button to edit the details. So there you go, Andy. Straight from Big G. Straight from Big G on how you edit your name. So there you go. We've got news coming any second as well, so we'll stay on the Bitcoin chart. We got Mr. Tickle. There we go. So we got Mr. Tickles give us a scenario. Let's just watch Bitcoin's reaction to this news now. Unemployment data. And then we'll go through Mr. Tickle's scenario that he's got here. Which, thank you for sending that in, Mr. Tickle. We will go through it now. So no reaction so far, really. Not really any reaction so far. Oh, we've got a bit of a drop. We've got a bit of a drop going on. A little bit of a drop. Let's have a look at Mr. Tickle anyway. He's saying, Dave, down 20% on algo, entered over leverage before last night's bleed at 3968. Lick is 2736, so won't hit it, but take the loss or keep the faith. We have some bounce. Well, let's go and pull it up, shall we? Let's go and have a look. And there's nothing wrong with sharing that, Mr. Tickle. Thank you very much for doing that. You know, there's no shame in being in a position that you think, oh, I shouldn't have done that. You know, there's no shame in that at all. But so you entered, right, let's mark it out. Let's mark it out. So you entered at 3968. Right. So 3968. So I'll put that as entry. And then the liquidation point is 2736. Right, so you're all the way down there. So what are you at the moment? So you're 20% down off 6% move. So what leverage are you on there? What is your liquidation? 30. I'm trying to figure out what leverage you're on. What leverage? I can't do it like this, me. What leverage does that mean that you're on? Anyway, 30% move. Does that mean 3x? Is it? 3x? 7x? Oh, I don't know where I got 3x from. 7x. For everyone who's just joined, because I think it's just gone in one of Jordan's Telegram groups, thank you very much for joining the stream. Do make sure you drop a like on the stream as well for joining. We are just over an hour and a half deep into the stream, and we're currently going through one of the viewers' scenarios for a trade that he's in at the moment and seeing if we can maybe see what's going on. So if we maybe go on, is there any data? So is this? So we do have the current recent peaks as well. But this is pretty much the highest it's been, isn't it, in 2 years? So this is the highest it's been in 2 years. So we do have, this was actually quite the range beforehand, wasn't it? So this acted as a range. Thing is, I know it's interesting, isn't it? Because I know you say no chance of liquidation, but it was only like 3 weeks ago that it was there. It was only at this level like 3 weeks ago. So I don't know if there's no chance of liquidation, because it's not like it's massively out of time. Obviously, we would have, there would have to be a catalyst for it. So you would have to be having Bitcoin dump back into the 90s, potentially low 90s, even 80s maybe for this to come about. But what would you do in this scenario? What would I do in this scenario? See, me personally, I wouldn't. If it was the other way around and you were looking to get a long, you'd say, where would you look to get into a long on this? Is what you'd be saying to yourself. What have I missed, Dave? Not much. So we're just going through Mr. Tickle's current trade situation. So he's entered a long on algo yesterday before we got the drop down, and he's currently down 20% on his position. And as you can see on the chart, we've got his entry and liquidation mapped out. Now, what you're relying on is, obviously, you're relying on just... Oh, what have I done there? You're relying on Bitcoin, aren't you? And the rest of the market to keep afloat. So obviously, if we get another tank today, it's going to go with it. What would I do here? What would I do? What would I do here? I would... it's difficult. Oh, it's difficult. Because you've got two ways of looking at it, haven't you? You know, you either just take the loss and acknowledge it was a mistake, or you wait to see what happens on US Open, which could make it a little bit worse. Go on the weekly. Let's have a look on the weekly chart. So this is what it's looking like on the weekly. So I've just moved his liquid. What was the liquidation point? 2736. Hang on. It's funny that your liquidation does line up with so Justin's saying so Justin says very easy level to hold lower of August 2022 2.8. Yeah, which is pretty much where your liquidation is, just a bit below. So in terms of, as you can see, this was previously a range. It's easy to identify. You know, this previously traded in a range for quite a number of months. Pretty much. Where it's actually fascinating that, because where you've got your entry and where you've got your liquidation is pretty much pinpointed into the range that it used to trade in, and also pinpointed, obviously, you know, where once it flipped below and the previous range low turned to resistance, obviously where it found high time frame resistance. As you can see, you know, for several weeks in a row, it was slammed into it here, couldn't break through for a weekly close. Same thing here, slammed into it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row. Still, you know, it did pip above, but still couldn't get a weekly close above. It's actually fascinating that how you've got the entry and your liquidation pretty much pinpointed into this range. You know, give or take probably like a cent or two either side. The problem is that price is re-ent. You've got the, you know, the climb above, you know, where it used to find resistance, and it did obviously come into it and then cleared it last week, held above. However, it's now back inside. So now with it back inside the range, is entirely possible, you know, that it does maybe go back to trading in the range, which is what Justin's saying. The problem is the level to hold on the weekly is pretty much your liquidation. You know, there's probably a strong possibility that it might wick down and get that. Now, it just obviously depends on what the rest of the market's going to do, and what do you think the rest of the market's going to do for the next few weeks? I personally, if it was just me, I personally would probably close it. Hence why always chart top down. Weekly doesn't lie. Yeah. I personally, you might get it. You might be in the scenario where Bitcoin gets a bounce today, and maybe it does go back closer to your entry. I don't know. Just something that you've got to decide, isn't it? How long do you want to give it before you cut it? You could see what the US Open gives, and maybe you get something like Perdita got yesterday. Perdita luckily escaped by the skin of the teeth yesterday, and managed to get out a little bit above entry, so avoided liquidation. So you could potentially maybe just see what happens on US Open. Maybe we get a push up on US Open potentially, and maybe you get a push up maybe back towards us closer than it is now. Alternatively, maybe we drop, and it does drop back towards obviously this this wick. It's a tough one. Wasn't a good trade either way, but still learning, see what today brings. Yeah, well, the thing is, Mr. Tickle, whatever happens is, just look at it as though this is a lesson. You've obviously, you'll end, if you end up closing it, whatever, might be a bit of an expensive lesson, or, at least it's cost you money. At the end of the day, just make that lesson worth something. That's the best thing that you can do is, if you've lost money, at least make it a lesson worth, taking note of and learning from. So, it might be a bit of a costly lesson, but, make it worth something so you can carry that over then into your next trades. And as you say, you're still learning. So, you will have these times when, you accidentally go into a trade. Or maybe, you time a trade wrong or whatever. But it's all about, you're gaining that experience. Next time, you should learn from it. And then next time, you'll be more well equipped to handle an entry or planning better. Just learn and don't make the same mistake again. That's it. Make it worth, having took that loss. But no one's the perfect trader. Do you know what I mean? You can never get 100% win rate constantly. Even the best traders, you will have to take losses at some point. We've got Math saying another late joiner here. Hello, Math. Welcome. Thank you for joining again, mate. And we've got Justin saying losses are fine and part of trading, 100%. Just don't allow all the losses to become outside. That's it. Like at the moment, you're down 20%. If we get another drop down towards, this wick, that 20% potentially comes, about 40? So it's up to you how you manage it. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, can't give you financial advice. You either cut the 20% here and just think, I'll just take the loss to save potential more loss. Or, I've just realised I spelled entry wrong. I'm surprised no one pulled me up on that. Entry. I just realised I spelled entry wrong. Or did no one notice that? I didn't until then. Yeah. So the choice is yours, isn't it? If you close now, you might save yourself more of your position. If you hold, you might be able to get out of it for much less of a scratch. Or, you might close and then it goes back to the upside. And then, at that point, then you've just got to take it on the chin. So it's up to you, mate. It's up to you. But thank you for sharing. And again, if anyone else does have a situation like this, it's very interesting to go through them and look at. Could see Sol doing a similar thing on the weekly. Could drop to 160 before regaining. Let's go and have a look. So Math is thinking potentially 160 on the, so let's have 160. So around about this level, let's just call it here with them two weekly candles there. So let's have that we'll call that Math level, shall we? Does look like it's rolling over a bit, doesn't it? Looks eerily similar to this. It looks eerily similar to this formation. Obviously coming off the same level as well. It looks very similar to this. So yeah, we'll have to see. But it is starting to resemble this look a bit, which isn't the best. Has audio gone for everyone? I would hope not. I would hope not. Hello, Sandy. Thank you very much for joining the stream. Do make sure you drop it a like. It's great to see you. And if you do want to do any trading, do make sure you click the link in the description for BLOFIN. This is where I've put the dot long on today. We are currently down 6%, but that's more than fine. It is a swing trade, so we are going for it. We are going for a bigger move. And we'll see, obviously, this will just stay open in the background until next week, maybe week after, whenever. And we are targeting the current accumulation range highs of 0.0035, I think. Yeah. So we will see what happens. Yeah, maths levels down there at 160. Audio, yeah, audio's fine. Audio's fine for everyone else. Recent higher highs though on Sol, so might continue upward trend. Potentially. Sol, I'm shorting, says Justin. So Justin shorting Sol. Yeah, if it is starting to resemble that formation in 2021 as well. It does look eerily similar, doesn't it? Does look eerily similar. Just a complete, blowout, and then just steady weekly falls. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Imagine the smell if it just did this. And just come and cleared all this liquidity out that built up on the, while we ranged, and obviously on the way up here as well. Imagine the smell of that. Because there will undoubtedly be so much liquidity built up under these wicks. Well, not them, because they actually got swept there. So it would be that wick and then all these wicks to the upside, wouldn't it? All them actually got swept by this wick. That would stink. That would stink. That would have a certain type of smell on it. No worries, James. At least it's fixed. We have been live for nearly 2 hours now as well. I don't know exactly how much of a stream we're gonna do. I don't know. Do you all want me to stay on for US Open again until 3 o'clock? I'll put that to you guys. Do you all want me to stay on for US Open and we'll watch the first 15 minutes, half an hour together? Let me know if you want that. If you do, I'll stay on. I'll leave it up to you. So if I see loads of yeses in the chat, I'll stay on. If you want me to go away and you want me to end the stream, put no. Please. Depends if you might zonk off. I beg your pardon. Depends if you zonk off at your desk. Sound knackered. Knackered? No, I'm not. I'm not knackered. No. I just tend to slow down a bit once it gets to about the 2 hour mark. I tend to slow down a bit, Kaz, because it just goes like a lot more chilled out and stuff, doesn't it? So I just tend to slow down a bit, take it at a bit of a slower pace. You know, the first hour and a half is where all the high energy stuff and that is, and then once we get to 2 hours or so, if we're going to go to that third hour, just needs to mellow out a bit and a lot more laid back. Yes, and don't ever stop the stream. Oh God. Oh, I don't know if I could. I don't know what the longest type of stream I could do is. I don't know. We'd have to have some fun with it. Like we'd have to like get Rollbit pulled up or something and do some like, I don't know if, are you allowed to do that on stream? I feel like you're not actually, are you? Or can you? Could you go on a site like Rollbit on stream on YouTube, or would you get banned for that? I feel like we'd have to switch it up like that and just do something like that and play some games or something. And you can just watch me play Rollbit games or something. If I was to do like a long stream, we'd have to like switch it up because I just couldn't sit here staring at charts for like 5 hours. We'd have to do something else, which would be fun probably. It would be fun because you could watch me lose all my money. Of course, we want Liquidity Dave to stay. 24-hour streaming. Oh no. I love each and every I love each and every one here, but I couldn't do a 24-hour stream. Yes, I got here late today. Oh, well, just for you then, John. Just for you. Do your live streams help increase the subscriber count like on TMG's channel? I think so, yeah, because so we got to 1,000 followers, subscribers, whatever you want to call them. And I haven't really pushed it, to be honest. So I think we do just get new people coming in. And we are up to 1.18 now. And I haven't really, I was telling people to subscribe all the time. Up to 1,000. And once we got past 1,000, I haven't really been on it that much, telling people to sub. So it seems like people are just doing it naturally. So that shows, I think, that we are just getting new people in. So, 41 people at the moment, maybe 10 of you are new. And, you haven't watched the stream before. If you haven't, make sure you do click the first link in the description. Sign up to BLOFIN. Come and trade over with me at BLOFIN for your spots, futures, trading. If you just want to hold assets, or stable coins in there, it's the best option for you because all assets are custodied in Fireblocks. So user assets are backed one-to-one completely. So there's nothing dodgy going on behind the scenes like we've seen in the past. And obviously the biggest pro is it's non-KYC. So you sign up in under 60 seconds with an email and then you're in. You can start depositing and trading straight away. And at the moment, if you do deposit $1,000 and you trade over $1 million in volume by the end of the month, obviously you've got, about 11, 12 days to do that. You do get $400 deposited into your account for you. So do click that first link in the description and sign up to BLOFIN. And if you have been watching the stream and you like what you see, click the other link and sign up to Stonksy as well. Why not? Come and join us at both. But if you're still on the fence about Stonksy, that's perfectly fine. But do go and, start trading over at BLOFIN. It's the best option for you. TMG being AWOL for a couple of days. I think he's on holiday, I think he's on holiday, so I would expect his streams to start again soon. But I think at the moment, I think he's just taking a bit of a break. But yes, his streams are good, aren't they? You do need a break after a little bit. Like I've started obviously doing one on a weekend for an hour or so. But you do need a little bit of a break when you're doing them every single day. Did I see a message somewhere about more Stonksy updates, mate? Yeah, it got put in the Stonksy Discord this morning. You'll have been tagged in it. So in general, at 48 minutes past 9, you'll have been tagged in the tweet. Two updates. There's two updates coming. Update 1 will be coming first, and then update 2 soon after. So go and check out. Every dog has its Dave. That's true. That is true. Every dog does have its days. Right, if I'm going to stay on for another hour, then I'm going to have to go and get another drink because I'm all out of liquid now. And my throat is going to get dry. So, we do have 41 of you in here. I will literally be 2 minutes. Do not go anywhere. Make sure that you stay where you are. And I will literally be 2 minutes. Let me put the 1 minute Bitcoin chart on for you so you got a bit more entertainment. So yeah, I will literally be 2 minutes while I go and grab a drink if we're going to stay on for another hour. So do not go anywhere. And I'll be back shortly. And yeah, we'll watch the US Open live together in 34 minutes. And obviously the first bit of price action that unfolds afterwards. And I'll get back to all comments. So do get your comments in as well. Whether it's Stonksy related, crypto related, or anything random in general. That's fine. We can have some pretty random discussion. Doesn't have to be crypto related. Sometimes, they're the most fun to have. So if you've got something on your mind or anything that you want to share, do come and share it with the rest of the stream and we'll have a good discussion about it. But I will be back in 2 minutes. Enjoy the background music and enjoy looking at the Bitcoin chart. Right, I'm back. Oh, you all stayed as well. Thank you very much for staying. I'm impressed. And I'm also very happy. I'm very happy that you all stayed. Yeah, check it out, Andy. Just before 10 this morning, 2 updates coming. Really good updates as well. So for anyone who doesn't have Stonksy, obviously this is it. What you get with Stonksy, you obviously get the background indication for short and longs. You get the automated support and resistance lines. And you do get the momentum line as well. However, the momentum line we are going to be significantly improving. That is going to be one of the next updates straight after the other 2 that are coming. And all this is provided to users for free as well. Completely free. All updates are free. There's no additional cost. It's just part of us making Stonksy a better product for users. So currently, obviously, you can set alerts for each asset that you want to know on each time frame. But with the next update, you'll be able to select if you want. So, for instance, we're watching the 1 minute at the moment. You will be able to select other time frames to show you if they are changing background on other time frames. So, say, for instance, you like trading the 1 minute, 5 minute, and say 1 hour, whatever. You could have you'll be able to set it so if say you're watching this and say the 5 minute goes red here, you'll be have it so a pop up. It will pop up here. There'll be a little pop up saying red on 5 minute or short on 5 minute, whatever. So then you can see everything on one time frame. You don't have to swap through each time frame. You'll be able to have everything that you want on one time frame, so you don't have to go from this, check the 5 minute, check the 1 hour. You wouldn't. That will all be eradicated. Then you'll be able to see everything on one chart. So that's the first one, and then the second one will be entry and exit assistance. So we'll be looking to obviously improve assistance for entering and exiting trades, providing that little bit more precision. So yeah, if you did want to get Stonksy or you're on the fence or whatever, we are continuing to develop it and add value to users. So do come and join us over at Stonksy. The link is in the description. And you can do it for just £145 a month if you just want to come over for a month. So if you do select this one now, you will be a member for when them updates are rolled out as well. This works out just £4 to £5 per day, so very cheap, and you can cancel at any time. So if you want to come and try it out for a month, see what it's all about. But yeah, do make sure you do all your trading on BLOFIN. Select that link in the description as well. But yeah. So Mr. Tickle says, cheers for your help on my problem, Dave and Justin. Question, what you think will happen over Christmas and New Year for someone new to trading rather than holding spot? It's interesting. We did go through the historical one, the historical price action over Christmas. And typically it's either bullish or just flat. There's over the past few years, there's never really been a big sell-off over Christmas historically. Not to say that can't happen, but typically it's been either really boring or it's gone up. So I would say really the only thing we can go off is what it's done historically until it does something different, which is up or just really boring and sideways. Looking at trading setups during a live stream is always useful, not necessarily live trading, but go/no-go. Yeah, for sure. When, Dave? When? It's in the time frame got put in the message. So if you've not checked it, there was a message that tagged everyone at 48 minutes past 9 this morning in general in the Stonksy Discord, and it gave the timeframes. Update 1, which I just went through, will be published in approximately 1 week, or could be sooner if it's ready. Update 2 will follow approximately a week after update 1. So that answers your question, the Max. The timeframes feature will be really handy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'll be able to select what time frames you want showing, which is really good, because then you can just look at one time frame then, really, if you wanted to. I think Santa will come if you're on a nice list. Depends on if the miners sell. If they do, it could get ugly. Yeah, it's interesting though, isn't it? Because like Marathon has been raising money to buy more Bitcoin. Not to say that they couldn't, just pull like a psychological FU. Do you know what I mean? And just suddenly start dumping some. Oh, of course they could. But it'll be also interesting because obviously there will be no ETFs running. I imagine they'll be closed Christmas Day, Boxing Day. Well, they'll definitely be closed Christmas Day. But it'll be interesting to see, if anyone is American, what days are the actual holidays over there? I'm guessing Christmas Day, Boxing Day. Then I'm guessing, obviously, New Year's Day. I don't know about New Year's Eve. Should we have a look? Let's go and pull it up. Hang on. I really need to start doing this on incognito, so I don't have to turn the screen off every time. Right. Let's see. Let's see. Right, there we go. So, days stock market is closed over Christmas. There we go. So, it's closed. Obviously, Christmas Day. And then it's closed for Labor. Oh, no, that's the second. What am I doing? Going backwards there. Going backwards. So it's closed Christmas Day. And it's closed New Year's Day. But we've got the 3 stars. So it will be a half day on Christmas Day. Oh no, so what am I doing? Right, hang on, let me restart. So it's closed on Christmas Day, but Christmas Eve, that's it, Christmas Eve will be a half day. There we go, I got there in the end. And so will, yeah, so Christmas Eve will be a half day. So they'll only trade until 1 p.m. New York time, so that will be around about 5 or something. Around about 5 UK time. And then it's shut New Year's Day. So apart from that, it looks like normal trading hours. Apart from Christmas Eve, which is half day, then shut Christmas Day, and then shut New Year's Day. But apart from that, business as usual for the ETFs. We are getting a push up here as we await the New York Open. We've got Justin saying 28th, 29th, 30th are the days to watch, in his opinion, for the break between obviously Christmas and New Year. But yeah, we have got 20 minutes to go before we get the US market open. So if you do have any other questions or topics, do let me know. Do let me know your topics or anything that you want covering. Are you on a nice list? No, I'm getting a couple pieces of coal and an orange this year, mate. My stocking's going to be full with a couple pieces of coal and an orange. So yeah, that's what I'm expecting on Christmas Day. I don't know. I'd like to hope I was on a nice list, but yeah, I'm not too. I don't know. What about you? Are you on a nice list? Do you think? Think you're on a nice list? I think you're on a nice list, mate. It'd be interesting to know, what does everyone actually do for Christmas? So it's crazy, isn't it? That like a week today, it'd be Boxing Day and it's all over. Like it doesn't. I don't even feel Christmassy at all. Does everyone else feel Christmassy in the stream? Let me know. But I don't feel Christmassy at all, really. If you said to me Christmas is in 6 days, I'd just be like, okay. Justin's on an extra special list. I've been on a couple of extra special lists myself in my life. I know exactly what you mean, mate. Fly to the Alps on the 27th. Oh, yes. Very good, mate. Very good. I remember you saying, yeah, you were going skiing. Enjoy. That'll be super. That. Lovely. I'll think of you. I'll think about you when I'm sat in that period between Christmas and New Year's. Really weird, isn't it? Because you're sort of like, what do I do? Do you know what I mean? Obviously, you're going away, but like, apart from that, you've just sort of got a break, haven't you? If you're not working and stuff, and you're just like, what do I do now? So we've got Reggie saying blistering sun. So no, not Christmassy, but family going for dinner. Oh, where are you, Reggie? Sounds like a place that I need to move to. Whereabouts are you? With the blistering sun. Sounds great. sounds like a much better option. I wouldn't mind that, mate. Wouldn't mind that. What? Oxfordshire. Whereabouts? You can't be talking about. There's no way you're talking about the UK. So whereabouts? Oxfordshire. I'm guessing the US or Australia, maybe. Would be my two guesses. US or Australia, I imagine. One of the two. Near Banbury. Again. No idea. What country are you in? Silvers, hang on. Wait, you're in the UK. What blistering sun? Let me check outside my window, because all it did yesterday was rain. Not to say I'm in the UK, like, I'm just checking the weather outside. I live on the blockchain. I don't actually have a location where I live. What blistering sun? I feel like you're having me off here. There's definitely no blistering sun in the UK at this time of year, mate. It might be sunny, but there's no way that it's hot. Yeah, Math's saying it's sunny today, not remotely blistering. Yeah, it's sunny, but I bet it's still freezing. I bet it's sunny, but I bet it's still cold. I live on the blockchain. I do. Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. I don't actually have a location. So, yeah. Take from that what you will. It is, though. It is through the window. It's blinding me. Yeah. It just. You made it sound like you live in like a proper hot place where it's like blistering heat and everything. Like Jenny from the blockchain. Yeah. You made it sound like you're living in blistering heat and, you know, it's absolutely roasting. Not the fact that it's just a sunny day, but probably still freezing outside. It's funny, Reggie. Funny. We have got 15 minutes till US Open. So tell me, what are your Christmas traditions? Let me know. What are your favourite Christmas traditions? Or do you not really have any? I wouldn't say I really have any Christmas traditions. Like, same thing every year. I suppose it is a tradition, but nothing like just go to my mum's for Christmas dinner. And that's probably about it. I don't think I really have any traditions like getting wrecked at Christmas is a tradition. That's true. That's true. That is. I always used to love going out Christmas Eve. I haven't done it the last few years, but Christmas Eve, I always thought was the best night of the year. The best night of the year to go down the pub Christmas Eve. Used to love it, but Boxing Day, I'm out Boxing Day this year, definitely. So yeah, out Boxing Day for sure. Does anyone go down? Does anyone get out to the pub over Christmas? Do you go Christmas Eve? Do you go Boxing Day? Perhaps you even go Christmas Day for a few pints. They are open, aren't they? For the last 3 years, anyway, you get wrecked at Christmas. Yeah, I do. I don't mind a drink at Christmas. To be fair, like I do have a drink on Christmas Day, but I love getting wrecked on Boxing Day. We got just to say my best night of the year is when I'm out with you, Dave. Oh mate, that night in that bloody dive bar in the cave. Oh, that was insane, wasn't it? That was insane. Definitely my favourite of the year as well. And same again soon. Boxing Day is for football. For football and being at the pub, yeah. Fly to Egypt, Boxing Day, 10 days of sun. Oh, nice, Richard. I remember you saying that you were booking a holiday. Nice, mate. I'm jealous. Enjoy, which no doubt you will. Amazing, yeah. We've got 13 minutes until US Open, so keep it going. Keep it going. So who has turkey at Christmas? I don't actually eat turkey at Christmas, you know. I know that might sound weird, but normally I think it's lamb because my brother does all the cooking at my mum's. He's a really good cook. He does all the cooking. I think he's doing lamb this year, and I think he's doing something else. What's he doing? I don't know. He's definitely doing lamb. I don't mind turkey, to be honest. I don't mind it. Like if you go out somewhere, you know, like when you go, so you go somewhere and they've got like a Christmas stall, or you know, like the Christmas markets. Obviously, like say if you get one of them Yorkshire pudding wraps, obviously like it's turkey in it. But I don't mind it having then. But yeah, like I'd rather have like lamb or something, or beef. Yeah. So Reggie hates turkey. Justin hates turkey. Justin's having beef, chicken, and gammon. Yeah, I think he's definitely doing lamb, and he's doing something else. I can't think of what it is. Can you help? Can you explain the funding rate / countdown like I'm 5 years old, please? Sure. So the funding is essentially how long or if the market is net long or short. So at the moment, it's on DOP. The funding rate is positive. That means that there's more longs open than shorts. So the countdown, I think it's every 4 hours. It resets. So pretty much at the end of that countdown, you either receive or have to pay a fee. So for instance, I'm long now on DOP. Currently, the funding rate is positive. So if once the countdown finishes, if it finishes positive, I will have to then pay a fee to keep my long position open. And that's pretty much it. So when you see like something, like when something's getting bashed, you know, when something's really getting bashed in the market and the funding rate will go crazy, it will go to like minus like 0.5%, or sometimes even like if it's really crazy, like 1%, you know, really like high funding rate, say to like the downside, you could then just put a long on as the funding countdown's about to close, get the fees and then close. But that only really works when like an altcoin is really getting bashed for whatever reason. There's been a couple of examples this year that I can't think of, but I think there was one. Like, for instance, like TRB, when that was pumping last year. I think it was last year, or was it the start of this year? Everyone was trying to short that, and they were obsessed with trying to short it. So the funding rate was like crazy, in the minus. And there was one this year where the funding rate like did go to like 1 or 2%, which is wild. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope that explained it anyway. Hope that explained it. Has anyone been to Dublin? I'm guessing there's a few of you are. Justin, you've definitely been. You've been everywhere. I'm looking at going to Dublin in February. Any tips? I've picked out a really nice hotel. Look, it looks really nice. It's called, I'll tell you the name of it, actually, if anyone wants to know. Let me stop sharing my screen and I'll show you where I'm looking at staying. If you've got any tips for while I'm there, so basically what I need is, I'll be there for 3 nights. And what I need is, I need really nice restaurants and really good stuff to do. Apart from obviously the usual touristy shit, like going, like the Temple Bar. But I need really good tips. So if anyone knows of any really nice restaurants in there, or really good things to do that aren't just the typical touristy stuff that you see. So this is where I'm going. So this is the hotel, the Chantry. I was having a look before at some, and it looks really nice. Do I have to do that, or can I not just click these? Yeah, it looks real nice. Looks real nice. So this is where I'm going to stay anyway. Now they've got like a little outdoor pool sort of thing. I don't know. I definitely won't be going in there. I don't know if that's a pond actually. That might just be a pond, but it looks nice. Looks nice from the front as well. So this is where I'll be staying on my trip to Dublin. I've got the hotel sorted. I've got the flights pretty much sorted. The spa looks nice as well. I think I'll be taking a trip into there. This is where I'll be staying in Dublin, and it's very close as well to that Temple Bar. As you can see, that's where I'm staying, and that Temple Bar region thing is there, I'm guessing. But I've never been before, so yeah, any tips? Anyone's got any tips, do let me know. I'll be going in February. So Richard's saying Dublin's amazing. Reggie went a long time ago. Oh, you were? Did you, Reggie? Just it is my tip is to invite me. Oh, mate, yeah, I'm sure it'd be absolute carnage. Go to Conor McGregor's pub. Don't hatch next to an open fires in any pubs, mate. Just don't. Well, so don't sit next to any open fires. Catch the Lunas to Dundrum. Nice shopping mall with lots of restaurants. Okay. Haha. That's more like for folks to feel. Well, that's what I did think. But I didn't know if it was like an outdoor plunge pool or something, like a heated plunge pool. It probably is just like a pond in it. Well, yeah. If anyone does have any any tips for nice places to eat and stuff like that, do let me know in the next couple of weeks. Doesn't have to be today, but do let me know. I'll be going in mid-February-ish, so yeah, looking forward to it. But the hotel looks nice. Seen it before, and I don't really. Thing with me is I'm very impulsive. I just seen it. I thought that looks nice. I'll go with that one. And it seems like it's close to the city centre as well. The bar looks good, doesn't it? Personal favourite of mine is when somewhere has a nice bar, because that's where I'll probably start the night and end the night. So, yeah. But yeah, any Dublin tips, do let me know. And we are 5 minutes away from US Open. Yeah, as John just said, 5 minutes to US Open. So we'll see what we're going to get. I'm It's not even like it can take a scalp, because this account is, and we are nearly fully recovered on this DOP one as well, which is actually quite sad, because it could have got a better entry on my personal account if I would have just gone along it, or if it would have stayed there while I was on stream. But hey ho, there we go. I just add the rest of this position in. Yeah, there we go. I did another one USDT into that position. So there we go. But yeah, I'm gonna go and I'll go along this on my personal account anyway. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've never been, and it's a short flight as well, 55 minutes from Liverpool Airport. So you know, with the time that it takes to go off, then come down, I imagine we'll be in the air for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes between obviously going up and coming down, which is not so bad, is it? Don't forget the Guinness factory. I did the Heineken Museum when I went to Amsterdam. Is it worth it? Like, is it worth going to it or not? A must is Leo Burdock Fish Shop. I'm going to take a picture of that. Scottish crypto. Thank you very much. Yeah, right, I'll take a picture of that. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind for when I'm there for sure. Been to Dublin loads, mate. Over here again next month. Oh, nice, Andy. Nice. Well, yeah. If anyone does have any tips or hidden gems for like a nice restaurant to eat, or if there's something really good to do there, that's obviously not the usual touristy stuff that you'll see from typing in on Google things to do in Dublin. Yeah, do let me know. But I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, we have got 3 minutes until the US Open, so we'll see what we're going to get here. Obviously, we have got a little bit of a climb going into the Open on Bitcoin. That's what Algo's doing. Algo, so you, Mr. Tickle, I assume you're in a slightly better position than before. I feel like when we was looking at it, was well like down here. You're not exactly like a million miles away, are you, from your entry? Maybe if you could get a push up to like 3.8 something, maybe that might not be a bad place to just accept the loss. I don't know. It's up to yourself, obviously. But yeah, we are 2 minutes away, so we'll see what we get. We'll see what the opening reaction is going to be after yesterday's carnage. How come my Stonksy is not showing a long position since 2 p.m. and yours is? Oh no, are you on the 1 minute chart, Bart? Are you on the 1 minute chart? Go and select the index. Select the index. So type in BTC USD. So for Ethereum and Bitcoin, I use the indexes. I think you can use either of these, to be honest. Either of these provided by TradingView. I use this index, but I think you could probably use this one, which will just work pretty much just the same. Because it just compiles all the data into one. Obviously, indexes aren't really available on many things apart from Bitcoin and ETH. I don't even think Solana has an index unless it does. But yeah, I use the index. That's why you're probably using you'll be using an exchange one, won't you? The thing with it is different exchanges print different prices. So yeah, that's why I use the index for Bitcoin. Obviously, if you're using an altcoin, it's best to just go with, Binance if it's on there, because that's obviously got the most volume, or the exchange that you're using, so BLOFIN chart. Yeah, no problem, mate. No problem at all. Just don't get stuck in Temple Bar, pal. It's uber expensive and not the real Dublin. Yeah, I won't. I'll go and take a picture of that. Obviously, that pub that everyone. All right, so we are open on US Open as well. We are open, but yeah, I'll go there. Get the usual picture. Maybe go in for a Guinness, and then scoot off somewhere else. Matt saying the liquidation map's looking tasty on Bitcoin. Lots of liquidity above. Yes, and there probably will be after yesterday. Yeah, no worries, Bart. Glad I could help you, mate. And John B is saying, here we go. Here we go, indeed. Here we go, go. Here we go, go. Here we go, go. We are getting another push up as well. We are continuing the push up. Fake out to the downside. Potentially. Yeah. Maybe a push up, maybe drop back down, and then maybe something like that. I don't know, or maybe just straight up. This will likely be the test lower time frame where it came into supply yesterday. That's where supply really entered the market. I would assume anyway that would be the test. 104, 500-ish will be the test. That's where supply really started coming in. So we'll have to see. But at the moment, yeah, we have opened green. But then we opened red yesterday and then went green. So it might just be the opposite. But yeah, I did stay on stream for everyone, so. S&P 500 dumped heavily into opening. Now recovering. Did it? I've actually bought some new outdoor furniture this week. I've bought myself a big outdoor heater. You know, like the ones that you get in like outside pubs and stuff. The gas-fired ones where it's got like a flame. Bought one of them. I bought myself what's it called? A parasol. It's got like LEDs built into it underneath and stuff, and it runs off solar. I bought a parasol, and I bought myself like some of that, you know, like outdoor furniture, like where it's like sort of like a couch but outdoors. So I've started kitting out the garden a bit for the rest of winter. Then moving into spring and summer should be nice. Do you have a method on when to enter trades and how strongly to enter? So typically, you want to move on when the candle closes on a color. That's when that color is then solidified for that movement. So, for instance, this was red. Obviously, when this candle was forming, you'll have probably seen it if you was watching it flashing like green. Probably, well, it will have been. It will have been maybe going between red and green and stuff. But once it closes there and obviously closes on green, then that means that it's gone into a green background. So if you're trying to scalp, then yeah, you go on the candle close, and that goes for all colors. Candle close, the background color change is only solidified on the candle close. However, what you will get is you'll get like obviously volatile moves like this, really good push up. Then we did get a small drop down there, but then you will get times when you get ones like these, where you just get like brief color changes and stuff like that. That's why it can be useful, obviously, to use the SR lines as well. But typically, like, yeah, you will get little periods where it's just a bit choppy and in and out of colours. But we will have the automated trading bot as well, which will then obviously make all this a bit easier, because it will just automatically open and close them. A rattan sofa, yeah, that's it, Reggie, that's it. And in terms of going all in, you want to make sure that you manage your risk, Grant. So make sure you manage your risk. So make sure you're not using high leverage. Like personally, I would recommend here we go. I'm 4.8% up on dot now, which is annoying because I could have got a much better entry on my personal account, but there we go. Hey ho. Yeah, you want to make sure that you manage your risk. So using low leverage. And in terms of going all in, it depends what all in means. Do you mean if you're using if you've got an account just for trading? That's all right, as long as you've got your risk managed in terms of leverage. So if the trade does go against you, you're not really losing too much. Hope that's answered a lot of your question anyway. I can see you sitting under your heater and parasol with the Komodo. Just to get on. Oh, honestly, that is the dream, isn't it? That is the dream. I can see it as well. I can see it. Oh, yeah, that is the dream. But yeah, so potentially, yeah, we are getting the opposite of yesterday now, maybe. So yesterday we had a drop down on US Open, then pump back up. We've had a pump up and now reversing that and potentially getting a drop back down. I would expect potentially a volatile day. Would you lead in and scout these price movements? I did yesterday live on stream. Yeah, Math. I did yesterday for a quick 1.3%. I think given yesterday's move, personally, I wouldn't, because I just don't know what's going to happen. Personally, I wouldn't try and second guess it today. But that's just because I like to stay away from uncertainty. Other people might love it, do you know what I mean? Because obviously, uncertainty is the prime volatility. So to other people, it might suit and be an attractive opportunity. Personally, I don't like to dabble too much when you have no idea what's going to happen. Obviously, you could. I mean, this would have been a perfect scalp to the upside. before and into the open. We've got Andy saying H-bar making him gains today, and Big Time also doing well. Superb, mate. It's nothing new for you, though, is it, Andy? Always making gains. We've got Math. Gets too much like gambling, I guess. Thing is, if you've got your risk managed, and you obviously, you have a point on the chart where you put your stop loss, and you're fine with that getting hit, obviously, you're not bothered. Then, yeah, why not? You can easily, take a stab at it. As long as, you're perfectly happy with being stopped out. There's nothing wrong with that. I think the risk is trying to long it. I think that's where the risk is. Obviously, the short was good up here. I don't know where I would short this, to be honest. But I think the risk today is trying to long it. Because I think there's a risk of, a sustained sell-off in the US market. Could be wrong, but yeah, I'm not doing too much second guessing. But yeah. I don't know. I don't like days like this. When the market's spooked. I mean, it's obviously good. It's prime for volatility, and obviously that equals making money if you can take advantage of it. I just personally don't like it when markets are spooked, because you have no idea what you're going to get. Let's see what S&P 500 has done since opening. I had a strong drop off, but it's recovering now. Thing is, yeah, I mean, if this went on to fully recover today, then that's pretty remarkable, really, given the size of the sell-off yesterday. That was aggressive and fast. So, someone's at the door. I'll be back in a sec. Won't be a minute. So that was my outdoor heater being delivered. First part of the garden renovation, kind of. I suppose you could call it. But yeah, I don't. It'd be interesting to see what happens. I mean, this has obviously left a big fair value gap here. So if it does, there's potential. If the trend is going to continue, and obviously the trend in the stock market and the S&P 500 has been pretty much just up only, dips get eaten. If it did something like this, filled it, maybe messed about a bit, maybe come down or whatever. But then if it goes on to go higher again, I don't know what its all-time high is at the moment. But if it did that would obviously be a really bullish sign. If it comes back up, closes fair value gap and then drops back down, then obviously we could be in trouble. Because if we go and have a look at, say, the daily chart, pretty much it's just been up only, hasn't it? Just been one straight line. So, and as you can see, that was the biggest daily candle body for some time. I can't really even see one going back to the start of this year that had a bigger body than that. Obviously, in terms of like size, this is probably the one that competes with it the most. But obviously, a lot of that is wick. But in terms of the body, that looks like the biggest candle to the downside, anyway, that we've seen in quite a long time. Even going back, yeah, to like you're probably going back to like maybe this one, maybe. That's how aggressive the sell-off was. BTC going to 105,600, back test 101.5 first, maybe 109. Yeah, that'd be good. That would obviously be good to get, continuation back to the upside. That would be good. But yeah, we will be ending the stream in a minute. Thank you to everyone who's joined. Obviously, good to watch the Open again, all together. Watching what occurs. I think we've got quite a drop back down, haven't we? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we are dropping back down strongly to the downside as well. Yeah, so complete opposite of yesterday. Yesterday we dropped and then pumped. Today we pumped and then dropped. So we'll see what happens, and obviously leading into tomorrow's stream as well. But yeah, thank you very much to everyone who joined today. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you haven't already, do click the first link in the description. I'll drop it in the chat as well. You can do all your trading at BLOFIN. It's the best exchange for you to trade futures, trade your spot, or just hold stable coins on there for red days. And yeah, if you like what you saw, do sign up to Stonksy as well. Mr. Delta saying, what? I've just got here. Mate, I've been live for 3 hours. where have you been? You can go and catch up on it if you want to, but yeah, I've been live for 3 hours, mate. So yeah, I need to jump off pretty much. But thanks for everyone who joined and watched. Do drop a like on the stream, and we are getting a pretty aggressive sell off now. So yeah, GG to anyone who caught the drop to the downside. If you maybe shorted the open, anticipating a drop. Thank you, mate. Thanks, Justin, for joining, and thanks for your input as always throughout the stream. Great to have you there, in the comments, and helping other people out as well as me. And Matt saying thanks, great stream. No, thank you everyone, and I'll be back same time tomorrow for the last weekday stream of the week anyway. Catch you all tomorrow, and yeah, we'll review what's happened today, tomorrow, see what we get anyway. But yeah, do make sure you click the BLOFIN link in the description, and sign up, non-KYC. Thank you. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully you bank some profits before tomorrow's stream. Peace.